towards you, the thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. In one translation, NIV, I think it says future and hope. You understand, once I'm done, it may be shaking and baking. Once I'm done, after he's tried me, after he's tested me, that vision, though the vision tarry, I'll wait for it. For it's a yes speak and not lie. But you got to stay in that place. Because we got to remove it from the old place. We got to go after it. I'm here to tell you on this morning, we got to go after it. It's something that belongs to this house. And we got to make up our mind. Am I going to go after it? Am I just going to listen to this man who's a black pastor who ain't got no reason to step up in here telling me anything about up in here?
My Lord. Yes.
It is the very thing that wanted us to cast. See, that uncommitted heart that looks at process as punishment is the very thing that wanted us to cast away our confidence and settle for an incomplete version of what the Lord has determined for our lives. Like Hosea said, when he talked about, in Hosea 7 and 8, I think, he said, Ephraim is like a cake unturned. Most of the people in the church is like a cake unturned. We haven't gone completely through the process. We got enough of God and enough of ourselves to be called Christians. That's what it means, a cake unturned. I have enough of God with one hand, and I still got enough of myself on the other hand, and I got a form of godliness. Like the church in Sardis, it talks about they had a name only. If I can just get his name, I can just be called a Christian. No, it ain't just to be called his name. There's a name that's above that name just to be associated with God. There's a name that Isaiah, I think it talks about, 58, talks about the sons and daughters. Go to Numbers 21. I heard this when I was last night studying and going over this. I heard it in the atmosphere. I heard it in this house. And if you receive it, it's going to break something. Numbers 21. See, we just casually go through scriptures, but this is a moment in time. In your chronos of kairos. And if you can hear it, God can shift you and turn you and position you to be able to remove from your place and go after what God has spoke to you. What God has predetermined over this house. What I've articulated, what others have stood in the pulpit and said, pronounced, and confirmed. Numbers 21 and 5. And the people spoke against God. And, they was all complaining. How many know that sometimes you get churches in the wilderness that want to complain? They forgot that God brought them out. Sometimes you forget God. You forget all them long nights you stayed up. And saying, God, if you take this from me, I'll serve you. Like out in your hands. Yes, sir. Times you're under the cover crying and complaining, talking about you riding in the car and think about riding off the edge somewhere. You ready to just finish it off. Same rascals. I call it rascals. And the people spoke against God and against Moses. I'm always guilty about association. Amen. The first voice you want to hear, the first person you want to come after, ain't God, it's me. Anybody want to agree with that? Come on, I'm going to hold my hands up for all y'all. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Look here. Wherefore have you brought us up out of Egypt and died in the wilderness? Why you bring me out of that tavern? Why are you bringing me out of poverty? Why are you telling me that I can prophesy?
Come on.
Why are you telling me that? Why you bring me out of that religion? Why you take away my rapture? Why you gonna tell me my eschatology is off? Why you gonna tell me that you're building incorrectly? Why you telling me, not told me, why you telling me that I'm a foolish person?
Jesus.
Because I want to apply the word to my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my paraphrase. That's the same thing, all right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
He said, wherefore have you brought us up out of Egypt down in the wilderness? But there is no bread, neither is there any water. And our soul loatheth this light bread. Now, he opened up the heavens
Yes.
and made sure that they had bread in their backyard.
Yes.
Wonder bread. Not butternut, wonder bread in their backyard. All they had to do was get up out of the tent, break out of the sheepskin and say, I'm going to get the bread, honey.
Yeah.
Be right back,
That's
right?
Right out the door.
We don't even know how many meters or yards they had to go get it.
Right.
But he brought it to them. Now, they hate it. They loathe it.
Yes.
All this teaching, all this revelation, all this Hebrew, all this Greek. Right? God bringing it right to you. Right? You didn't have to study. You didn't have to stay up all night. You didn't, am I right? You didn't have to get a PhD or DDS.
Come on. Come on. Bring it strong.
Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Amen.
And most of you didn't have to get nobody to lay hands on you to get it.
Come on.
You didn't have to stay up because voices were speaking to you, won't let you sleep.
Come on now.
You didn't have to contend with the strong man over Joliet.
Come on.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah, you don't have to do all that. You sleep at night.
Come on. Come on. Come on, Washington.
Huh? You're not the first line of defense.
Come on.
Whenever the enemy want to do something, you didn't have to stand in the way. Because somebody else stood in the way. Deflected it from you. Because he brought it to you for you. And just not this house, just some churches. It just becomes so common. So routine. To hear things out of the scripture when God's saying, there's a space between you and it. Or our destiny is forward and our future is prophetic. Or all my cords are broken. Or enlarge the place of my tent. All that manna God dropped in your backyard. All those thoughts. All the resurgence on the prophetic gifting. All that stuff he dropped in your backyard. And sometimes we can't remove from the place. We still walk in a level of dishonor and disrespect. I know God has spoken certain things to some of y'all and told you what you needed to do for me, do for her, do for the ministry, and you didn't. Then you try to figure out what happened. You go to the next verse, you'll find out the serpents came up against them because of their conversation. Because of the contemptibility of their heart, because they despised the things they were receiving from heaven. Whenever you despise what God is offering, the enemy can offer you anything. You understand me? I told you the spirit realm is a whole nother living. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was telling him who I am, other than the one y'all know, and he. And he put pressure, he said, be the one who you know God told you to be or instructed you to be. Lift up your voice, brother, and let it go. Let it rip. And I apologize for being something that I'm not. I'm called to be an apostle. We're called to be an apostolic house. So I got to get a full instruction. See, I'm tired of using 11-inch ruler on the house when you need all 12. Y'all get that next week. I've been using an 11-inch ruler. When God has given us a 12-inch on y'all to measure. Y'all, you need it, right? Because it's going to help y'all grow. There's a measure, a stature, and a fullness in Christ that he has for each of us. But we treat what he's brought to us as nothing. Man of God said, you are a fish out of water.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He kept telling us when we were sitting out, he said, man, what you carry for this region, the region can't even hold it. And you know what? Remember I talked about the messenger and the message. I'm talking about the message, not the messenger. So it don't have anything to do with who I am. It has everything to do with the assignment. And I'm waiting on the people to awaken to that particular mindset. There's an assignment at hand. There's a mission given to this house that we as a people must go from it. We must remove from the place we've been. I don't care where you've been. That's what the enemy wants to keep you. I wrote, you got to stop honoring your past by reflecting on your pain. Every time you rehearse your hurt, you're reflecting on your pain.